which is an illegal device in my flesh.
Right.
Okay? That's what I'm saying on black people. They say black people as the most having heart attacks and strokes. They use me as animal flesh of 1970 of a female dog. This is the truth. This is not stories. This is the truth. This is how they built the Greyhound. Okay?
Okay.
And then not only that, from the time of beginning of me reading from 1963 in my home and out of my home, how they have used my grandmama and my mama. And my grandmama had 11 kids, my mama had 11 kids. That's the root of 66 that they've been marking of a black human race, black history, which is true. It ain't no damn story. Okay? So it don't matter to me. You can record it, take pictures of me and everything else. Because I don't have anything to hide. I'm not your enemy. I'm not my enemy. I'm not a human enemy. This is what they put in my flesh. This is what I've been walking with, a device. So when the Caucasian doctor put the device in my head, I went and did the same thing with another female animal, and went into the Caucasian house with a female and a male called Art in San Bernardino, and a black female, which is supposed to have which is supposed to be with a black man that had the black female by the Caucasian lady Sandy. That's why I went in the house and went right back to black and white to get them to acknowledge that a doctor put a damn device in my head. And they constantly attacking me and constantly threatening me and constantly using me. And I've been fighting for a human life to begin with on my own history of black folks. Getting them to wake up that that's what they've been putting in their flesh. Since I've been reading since 3 years of age, and I've been acknowledging it and noticing it. This not a story. This is real life. Right. My family gambling in the house and everything else, and me hiding under the table and listening to my heritage. And listening to my heritage, this is how I'm finding all this out and getting whoopings every day. And fucking when my mother and them wake up and go to the room, they know exactly where I'm at. I'm under the table, with the cloth hanging down and everything else, and they gambling at the table. They're doing the alcohol, they drugs, they drinking, and everything else. Then they made all kinds of stories about me. I laid up with my auntie at 4 years of age and laid on the top of her and screwed her. How did I screw her? How did I screw a grown lady at 4 years of age? This is all the stories that they made up, which is truth, which is I done followed. From building jailhouses, from fucking juvenile halls to jailhouses to prison. You know, and the story that I get out, and any way I get it, people think it's a story, but it's real life.
Right. And
my name is Eric Jameson.
Okay.
And they're using me as another person, Rick, which is a Caucasian guy from Stewart of 1718, a baseline in Medical Center Drive, which is the closest in San Bernardino.
I know where that's
okay. At. So all of this formula is just going around in circles and everything else. And the fucking device tried to attack me in every damn way, and fucking human lives constantly threatening me and provoking me, as they call high blood pressure people. That's where high blood pressure comes from. When you get sick off of food or medicine or anything that you put in your internal body, when it starts affecting you, that's what they call chemicals. That's where soda water come from, that's where foods come from, and that's where all the mixture of everything come from. Those are chemicals. When they affect your internal body, then you should know it right away. You're the only one walking with your body.
Right.
So when you put something in your body and it affects you, you should know it right away. Even drugs, any type of drugs, over the counter, if you go and get a prescription from the doctor, or even if you do drugs on the street or dealing with people, when you do it right away and it affects your body, your internal body, you should know right away. You're the only one walking with your body.
Right.
So that's the same thing. If you don't let drugs or anything else attack your internal body, when you put it in your body and know right away, which is the same thing. So I did that formula. People breaks out with rashes or whatever else, something they didn't drink or ate or whatever else. And when you stop that, because you got a variety of things to eat or whatever else. If you stop it, and if you notice it right away and stop it, and then go back to it and then do it again, then you'll know exactly that's what it is.
Right.
but it haven't stopped you from breathing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's the same formula when they tell you if that type of stuff attack your body, and they tell you go to the doctor, and the doctor tell you this is what's wrong with you. You need this drug or that drug, else these symptoms gonna end up stopping you from breathing. So that's what my head is. When I go to the doctor, I don't want to hear all that shit about medication and taking this and taking that and fucking everything else. It's because if that formula is attacking me, I can leave that alone. There's so many thousands of things I can eat and put in my body that don't attack me, and I don't need the medication to attack me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if it ain't that formula that you ain't messing with, why the fuck you need the medication?
Right.
That's gonna affect you and attack you.
Right.
And that's how they've been attacking each other.
That's why they be having the medicine. It's like, oh, have anybody died from this medicine? Have anybody
That's how
died?
a lot of black people, they take insulin shots, medication, and they tell them it's the foods that they eat that's causing this and causing their sugar to raise up and down, their blood pressure to raise up and down. That's people. People in general don't want you to fucking even know your own self and your own truth that you live every day.
Right.
You know, and that's why I come to acknowledge. So when I got tapped with this device, I didn't stop. The voice is constantly telling me that it's saving my life, the device saving my life. It ain't. Because I can walk out here and get hit by a goddamn car, a truck, or a bus.
Right.
That ain't saving my life, right?
Right, that's true.
You can come by and gun me down. That ain't saving my life, right?
Right.
Okay? So that device that's talking to me and trying to control my life, I ain't letting it control my life. And I ain't letting it attack me or affect me in no other kind of way. And the device attacks me and affects me and afflicts my muscles, the bones in my body, and every damn thing else while I'm playing sports and everything else. And I just keep on going. I keep on going because I'm knowing what it is that's attacking me.
Okay.
But I'm telling my sisters and brothers and everybody else, because we all lie to each other.
Right.
We all grew up lying to each other.
Right.
But we really need to know each other.
Right.
You know, and understand each other.
Right.
And watch each other's lives so we don't die over ignorant shit like that.
Right.
That people would just wipe you out and take your life like that. And they've been doing that for generations and generations before we existed.
Mm.
Now that we exist, we got to still study each other and study our lives.
So,
Time and time and time. And all that comes from movies, it comes from commercials, it comes from everything that you study and you looking at. And when you don't get the full picture of it and the full picture and full capacity of all of these things that they doing on commercials and movies and everything else, it's got to do with real life.
right.
From chemistries and fucking everything else.
Chemtrails and shit.
Yeah, so that's what's in my head that they haven't removed. I done went back and forth to the hospital and everything else to try to get them to remove it. They done arrested me 8 months, evaded, running from the cops, you know, and fucking everything else. And the laws themselves acknowledge the device. The doctor that put the device in my head, and the laws acknowledge it. Because the doctor would have never put it in my head illegal if the laws didn't acknowledge it. So, knowing that the laws acknowledging it and everything else, and I've been attacked fucking everywhere I could possibly think with this device. I've been afflicted in my body and everything else. So that's why I keep telling my sisters and keep telling my brothers and keep telling everybody else. If I die and stop breathing, it's a device that murdered me. It ain't me. You understand what I'm saying? Because my heart is fucking perfect.
Right.
My body is perfect. I don't get sick.
Right.
I don't get sick, and any internal chemicals or food or anything else that I put in my body, I acknowledge it right away if it's attacking me. So I don't have to eat that one particular thing. Because it's so many different things you can eat and everything else, and constantly be healthy. So it's where the surgery came from.
Right.
And then I had surgery the second time in 1987 in Orange County, believing that they was going to remove the device, but they didn't. So when I go back and forth to the hospital, they keep denying a device in my head, and they keep wanting to hear my so-called story,
right.
which is the truth, which is what they acknowledge. Because I driven all the way to Washington, D.C. over 7,000 miles to get x-rays because they wouldn't take the x-rays down here. They kept trying to put me in a mental hospital. Said that I was retarded, which I had been through in the past. That they didn't use me in the past as retarded and ignorant and fucking unstable.
They said you was retarded?
Retarded, ignorant, and unstable of my growing up during the past. So they make everything look ugly and nasty. You understand what I'm saying? Or what I done been through the past. But the key thing is that's what I've been fighting. Fighting for my heritage and fighting for me and growing up and watching my heritage. Like Jimi Hendrix and all of them, they marked me as a kid. From 4 years of age of Christmas, of a red and white guitar.
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix and all the musicians, all of them, Curtis Mayfield, all of them that ain't breathing. They marked me precise and perfectly in the White House and in the jailhouse. They even went to the jailhouse, the musicians and all of them, and they marked me as a cheap bottle of wine. And fucking everything they marked me as, they marked me as back then as a kid. A Pruno, making a Pruno in the house, orange and grape wine. And that's how they marked me as a kid. Yep.
Well, shit.
My own heritage, which is the truth. It ain't no story. It's the truth. You know, and